CD's got a brand new phone with a crack. Ask CD-Rom. Hey dude, can you fix that? He doesn't know a RAM from a floppy disk. CD yells, please just read the dang instructions. Risk, they're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy, clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. Glammy plugs their toaster into the LAN. CD screams, it doesn't work like that, man. Kill the Wi-Fi, my printer's on life support. Glammy shrugs and retorts, you're my tech resort. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy, clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. CD's got patience running razor thin. Glammy's here asking, dude, where do I begin? Eject the disc, he says, hit control and save. Glammy's like, how do you live in this tech cave? Controller tangled, Xbox crash on the screen. Glammy calls CD, says, you're my tech machine. CD sighs, you're a one-man error log. Without you, buddy, I'd still use dial-up fog.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's July 9th. I'm your host, that dude with the Chaos Emerald CD-ROM 1019, and baby, I was born this way. I'm coming to you live from Camp KEEMSTAR. It's the studio, everybody. Oh man, it's great to be here. It's really cool to be here. I would say it's totally great to be here, but oh my gosh, is everything tiring. What a week, huh? What a week everybody is freaking having, right? And I am having just as great a time as everybody else. Am I sleeping at Keems? Yes, I'm camping out at KEEMSTAR's residence. I'm camping out at his campsite, and I spent the day yesterday home and then working, and then when that was done, I left Syracuse back for Camp Keem, and we are here live. The unfortunate problem, though, is that Sweet Tea probably will not be joining us today. She is feeling under the weather. I told her to rest up, so right now it's just me, myself, and I. And if some of the lovely interns would love to get some screen time, they are welcome to join me, and I will make that totally clear by hopping into a studio right now. You'll know that I've done that because you'll hear this lovely sound. Hey! Playing with all the toys. Huge, yes, thank you for the $2. Is that Xylie's t-shirt? No, this one's mine, but she probably wore this one. She probably wore a similar t-shirt just like this before. I didn't really give any thought to it when she did. I just happen to have this shirt. I think this one was a gift from my parents, maybe? I don't remember. I like cats. But what do you want from me? So there's that. I have to figure out how to get my chat up here. I was expecting this to have my chat. Why does this not have my YouTube chat? That makes me sad. I've got a couple of things going on here that's making this a little difficult. So I need to figure this out for myself because right now I've got this amazing setup with me, but no chat on my screen. So instead, I'm currently looking to my laptop for chat. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, silly. What are you doing? That's not how that works. All right. Yeah. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just join the YouTube chat.
Step into
Oh dear. No, stop that. I will join the YouTube chat probably from the position of a viewer, at least so I can get it on my screen. And if I need to issue a command, I will do so from my laptop. How many screens, CD? A cool, clean 4 screens. It's like mission command. It's like mission command in this bitch. It's pretty cool. It's like mission. Whoop, there we go. Okay. Hold up. Pop this out. Sick. There we go. Hey, I can see you guys now. Awesome. All right, let me see if I can catch up with the chat just a little bit before I make some calls to other people and see if we can get a show going here. Actually, right? Let's see. Yeah, I love you too, Stick Solid. Thanks for joining us. I got to get this mic. Yes, I'm very well aware that I do. I know that the mic I'm using at home is omnidirectional, so I know that doesn't do anybody any favors. So you have my apologies for that. I will be trying to make another purchase just like this one next pay cycle. Did I catch the mud wrestling? Yes, I had that running on. I had that running all the way back towards Camp Keem. So I had that running the whole time. I didn't mud wrestle. Sorry about that. I was a little preoccupied. But looking good after the shave, Keem. Hey, let's get right into it. No. Yes, I went back Exile War. I totally did. I missed my opportunity to wrestle. I know, you guys. I know. I'm sorry. I wasn't here for it. Why can't you be here for 2 hours because of a cold? Well, she said she had a pretty gnarly fever. And when that kind of happens, a lot of things kind of go wrong, right? So you start feeling dehydrated. You start having headaches. Chills, a pretty bad fever can really mess with you. So I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to say, hey, sweet tea, get some rest. We wish you well, and we'll see you back soon. Let's see. Okay, almost caught up. Yes, yeah, Straw Hat, I'm having a great time. Buy this mic before I go home. Well, a little... there's things I have to get done before that happens. Let's see. I definitely need a better setup at home now. Yes, I understand. Totally got it. What was my favorite match? I think, oh, good gosh. I think my favorite match was probably Glammy and Xylee. I think that was the best. Am I actually in Keem Studio or is it a green screen? Oh, gee, let's find out, shall we? Does that answer your question? Are you entertained? Look, I'm free roaming inside the studio. 4 in the morning. Care to ask any more dumb questions? Is Eric actually filling in for Sweet Tea? No. So I know that we briefly talked about this, where I mentioned I was kind of like hanging out in Nerds' chat yesterday, and Eric said he wanted to make a pass for Tech Talk. So let me make myself clear. I don't know Eric. I don't know him that well. I've listened to him talk. All I know about him is that he has a contractual agreement, quote unquote, with KEEMSTAR to produce a video, and the video that he produced is not up to par, and he is to be producing another one. So everyone's got thoughts about Eric. I don't know the dude well enough, but he seems somewhat technically inclined. But before I entertain him at all for Tech Talk, he needs to make meaningful progress on the Lego video. So Eric, if you're listening, we're going to do this in stages. You need to start working on the video. It needs to be of decent quality. I don't like Keem said, like everybody else has been telling you, we don't really care if the use of AI is involved. Just make something good. And then once you're done doing that, we can discuss getting you on Docket Team and seeing how you contribute to that. I want to see how you contribute to each component of the show, and then we'll talk about giving you some screen time. Have I clapped Beans? No, I have not. And she has departed Camp Keemstar for back home. What's the relationship between me and Beans? You should probably watch yesterday's Dolls for comment. Bokeh Gaga, thank you for the $2. Can we get the specs on Keem's build? I don't see why not. That'd be a good way to kill some time, huh? What is our boy KEEMSTAR rocking here? Because that PC looks pretty cool. KEEMSTAR is rocking a 12th generation Intel Core i7 12700KF at a whopping base clock of 3.60 gigahertz with 32 gigabytes of blazing fast DDR5 RAM. And he's rocking Windows 11. Is it a Meta PC? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm curious, actually, about one other thing here. I see a GeForce RTX in there, but I don't know which one it is yet. So I want to know what one that is. It is, that's the monitor. That's not right. There we go. It is a 4070 Ti. He's rocking a 4070 Ti in this PC. So some decent muscle. Not Ryzen, they ripped him. No, not necessarily. So Intel's good for certain things, just like AMD is good for certain things. So Intel depends on who you ask. Intel might have a tendency to render video better. I have to check if that's changed recently. But I'm curious about how many cores this has. The video card. Oh, it was right here the whole time. Duh. The core, the graphics card has 12 gigabytes of onboard RAM, which is awesome. Ooh, wow. A whopping 7 terabytes of storage. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now check his DMs. All right, no, we're not going to do that. As fun as that would be, we're gonna let KEEMSTAR maintain a certain level of privacy. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up here. You're not watching a 2-hour stream? Okay, well, I mean, thanks for coming. Windows 11. Well, you know, this is where we are right now. Download Death Stranding 2. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go on here and start installing a bunch of stuff that he's not going to use. I admit it would be funny, but I'm not gonna. Ooh, a DX diag. That's a good idea. I haven't ran a DX diag in a long time. Let's see. Oh, no. Do I want to check if drivers are digitally signed? Sure, why not? Wisco Scratcher, Sweet Tea is not feeling well, so she is resting for today. She's had a gnarly fever for the past day, so she is resting up. Blah 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 blah. Okay, system model Z690PG Velocita. DX12. Da 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 da. Yeah, 4070 Ti. We already know that. Yeah, this isn't really telling me anything else that's helpful. This used to be helpful for stuff. I just don't remember what. He's gonna be pissed. No, I'm not really doing much. Let's see. Change his wallpaper to Rey Mysterio. No, I'm not going to mess with too much of this, right? So I'm only doing all I'm doing right now is just kind of like looking at the tech stats. So I'm just looking at stuff. I'm not really playing with anything else. So that's where we're going to leave this at. Put a keylogger on it and send it to RTU. All right, now we're crossing the line. Run Crispy Keem EXE. Can't wait to have her on the show with me. Well, she was on the show yesterday, and she seems. What's the word I'm looking for? She's. I think she's coming at it with a decent attitude. She's a little upset that she got moved off of Dallas. She was really comfortable there. Me and her, this is going to be kind of like a, how do you say, a reorienting phase, right? She's got to, me and her have to get used to working with each other because we are not used to doing that. We have briefly talked to each other in passing. We've been on a show together, but we haven't really ran a show together. So me and her need to get used to running the show together instead of just simply existing in a space. We need to learn how to talk to each other. We need to learn how to have chemistry with each other for the screen. And also, she's going to need to adjust to the 4 a.m. slot. I've been spending the better part of the last 2.5 months kind of adjusting to 4 a.m. to be a better host for you guys, right? And it's still kind of tricky. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm operating on 1.5 hours of sleep right now. So do with that what you will. We're going to do the show today, and then I'm going straight back to bed. But that's where we stand right now. And she has to kind of learn the same thing. She'll adjust. I have faith in her. If Keem told me to make it faster with $500, what would I do? Ooh. With only $500 and I'd have to upgrade what it's already got? That's tricky. Hey, good morning, Xylee. Xylee, Sweet Tea has a fever, and it's been messing with her all day, so she is resting up at home. What would I do for $500 to upgrade it? Ooh. Assuming I could get... Yeah, Xylee, this is apparently the shirt that you have that you've worn on screen before. I mean, this one's mine. It's not yours, but you have the same shirt. So this was a gift. I would definitely start by upgrading the CPU. Yeah. I would probably try to sell the probably try to sell the current CPU aftermarket and upgrade it. I'm pretty sure there's 14th generation Intel CPUs out right now. No, Xylee, I swear, this one's mine. I took it out of my dresser and everything. Officer CD-Rom, thank you for the $2. Now go put my balls on Nightmare's drum kit. Ha, funny brothers joke. I would upgrade the CPU, and then maybe if I had any cash left over, I would upgrade the GPU to a 4080 or a 4090. But that's not really going to make it faster. That's just going to make the video performance a little better. I don't think the i7 on this is particularly weak. It's, I mean, at a base clock of 3.6 gig, that's decent, but it's a little dated, right? So, all right, thanks for stopping by, Xylee. Why do you guys care what other people smell like? What is this? I'll have you know that Poke Gaga was very pleasant. How does Xylee smell like? Like mud and roses. I think. I can't do a 4090 for 500 though. I might get close after I sell a few parts. Wink. Yeah, the 4090 is probably going to be off the table. I'd probably just focus on upgrading the CPU. That'd be the first thing I do. Well, the question, you know, what? Can I get this to tell me how fast the RAM is? I should be able to do that, right? I might need. I would probably need to go into the BIOS to check what's plugged in here. Is Poke Gaga good at yard work? Well, I mean, you saw the photos, didn't you? Isn't there a 5090 already? Yes, there is. The 5090 is out on the market, but the 5090 is largely not worth it. I don't know if any of you guys watch Linus Tech Tips, but I'm pretty sure that the spec, the improvement spec between the 4090 and the 5090 is about 15%, which isn't great. This is not telling me how fast this RAM. Oh, 4800 MTs. Okay, so this RAM is reasonably fast already. Huh. Oh, look at that. He's only using 2 of the available 4 slots. Maybe I would double up the RAM. I should be able to get another 32 gigs of RAM for relatively cheap. Is there still a pee jug in the room? No, I don't believe there is. The KEEMSTAR doesn't need to upgrade, though. Correct. We're just talking hypotheticals while I'm just hanging out with you guys. All right. So I'm going to continue to keep hanging out with you guys and talk to you because I really don't have anything better to do here. I will run through some docket stuff. Question, why does my Switch have no audio when I'm playing it on my PC when I have a new capture card? Fix it, CD. Did you mess with any of the sound settings on the Switch? Because that should not happen. That's a tricky one. Stuff like that I'd have to test for myself. How long are we going to go today? Well, let's see. I'm definitely going to go for 2 hours at minimum. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm feeling very tired. But I'm sticking it out for you guys because I love it here. And if you guys want to, I don't have any of the goals on here. I knew I was forgetting something. So I might play a game of Extend the Stream. Do you guys want to play that game? It just stopped having audio out of nowhere. And it only happens on the capture card, huh? Will I be at the camp today? I will I will. I intend to be there. Let's put it that way. It's up to Keem to tell me if he wants me on around for the camp stream, but I will make myself available. So if I'm available, I will be. If he wants me there, I will be there. Otherwise, I intend to be there. What's a good cheap gaming laptop? I don't work with a lot of pre-builds. I haven't seen. Ooh, should we do? What do you guys think? Should we look through some Prime Day deals today? Maybe do a little bit of shopping. Maybe see what's available. That'd be fun, right? Steady Beastin', yes, I'm back at Keems. I went home late on Monday night, and I got a little bit of sleep, and I did the show from the Chaos Control Cave on Tuesday morning, and then I went to work. It was a big day at the company for people like me. We had our chief information officer at the building, so I wanted to be there. Take opportunities where you can get them. It's kind of funny because the director of our department said, "Oh, didn't know that I took time off from vacation." He's like, "What? You broke your vacation to be here? You should have just told everybody no." Right? That's how you know you have some cool bosses. He's like, "Why didn't you just tell them no?" It's like, well, I didn't tell them no because I didn't want to tell them no. So I wanted to be here. And then when that was done, I promptly packed my ball and left and drove all the way back out to Camp KEEMSTAR. And I came out with some gifts, and that was kind of nice. And I stopped on the way there to pick up everybody's Chinese food, which was cool. I think I need to square up with Xylee about that, by the way. All right. Use the company credit card. Don't have. I don't have Keem's credit card either. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't pull up Amazon on stream, though. Don't dox Keem. Good point. I should make sure that he's signed out before I do that. Install a disco ball while wearing my cop uniform. No, we're not going to do that. Pull up Gutsu? All right, maybe I will in a second. But before I consider doing so, I should probably take this. Ooh, what's this going to look like if I do this over here? Ooh, hold on. Oh, wait. No, I'm not in Discord, so hold on. I am in Discord, so I can't just do that. Let me throw this to. Hold on 1 second. No. Pop this out. Okay. So let's tinker with something here. So let's throw this to here. Nope. Hold on. Studio mode save me. There we go. Okay. And Schwip. Yep. Yeah, sure. Cool. All right. So let's briefly. Weird noises. Oh, my lord. Type, stupid. Type. That's not how you spell that. What do you mean site can't be reached? Oh, I'd be having a day over here. Okay. All right. Again, this would be great if I could spell this. I'm not used to this keyboard. Okay. Third time's the charm. Okay. Ooh. All right. Am I having a stroke? Oh, my lord. Why did that take so many attempts? What am I doing with my life? All right, so I'm curious to know. I want to see how this looks. So, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of housekeeping. If you're loving if you're loving Low Cow Tech Talk, and I don't blame you if you are, what's not to love? You can help out the show. Oh, this is going to look awful. I can just tell. Oh, right. I forgot that I was on the... Oh, my God. It's so wide. It's so wide, everybody. You can't see that. It's so wide. All right. Hold on. We're gonna move this. Also, I need to do that, I think. Oh, nope. That thing's still here. All right. Hold on. Let's move this over here. And then I'm going to move this over here. There. That makes way more sense. And that way, when I click this button and I do this... Oh, well, no, not quite. See, now we're still kind of... Ooh. Now we're still a little borked. All right, let's just pull this here. All right, cool. So here we go. Mayhaps I should pull OBS to over here. See, that makes a little more sense. Okay, so if you love Tech Talk, you can head yourself over to the Low Cow Tech Talk store and get yourself some cool merch items. There's some really awesome stuff here, like the Tech Queen Glammy Throne t-shirt. We don't know how much longer this will be on this shop. This might make its way over to the doll shop soon. So now's a great time to get this because this might become a legacy item. The What Tech Support t-shirt is always a great option for your family when they ask you a really, really stupid tech question. And you can just point to your shirt when you don't understand what they're trying to say. Or if that's not your style, the signature series are always great. The hat, the shirt, the hoodie is plush. Got mine. Love it. We are going to make some more Colonel Panic merch soon. I'm loving the Colonel Panic character that we worked hard on. You can get this mouse pad for the time being. So enjoy that. And if that's not your style, try maybe the Neon Circuit mouse pad too. These are pretty cool items, and we have a lot more coming. I promise you that. I am in relatively frequent talks with Wombat about stuff that we want added to the store, and I'm kind of frequently engaging the guy because I want to make sure that we keep offering you guys stuff that you'd want to see and that you would want to buy. So keep your eyes on that store because new stuff is coming. Ronan says, where's Glammy? Glammy has moved to dolls. So if you want to get your fix of Glammy, make sure you tune into dolls at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay. I look so tiny in Keem's setup. Well, I'm not that big of a dude anyway, but yeah, I'm a little shorter than Keem, I think. That or I just haven't adjusted the camera. So there's a lot of dead air up here, right? So let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody else. Is that room real? Can I touch it? I'm pretty sure I already did, but you know, do you guys want me to go and do jumping jacks or something? Like, do you want me to... CD's actually 4'7"? No. I'm 5'7". You'd like a Tech Talk beanie? We can talk we'll talk about one of those. Oh, jeez. Oh, Suavecito. Why? We'll consider that. Oh, that's a weird idea. No jumping jacks. Okay, well, you want me to go and touch grass? I'll do you one better. I'll touch this plush carpet. Would that satisfy you? Because let me tell you, that's really nice carpet. Like, it's the kind of carpet that you just want to do snow angels on. Like, it's so nice. Like, oh, here, you know what I should do? Hey, there we go. That's better. Like, hey, look, everybody. I'm touching grass, but not really. Ha! See? Ugh. Wee. It's so plush. I love it. Antics at 4 in the morning. All right. I surprisingly sound really radio-like on an actual good mic. Well, I would hope so. I've had a number of years. Kind of like fine-tuning my radio persona. But thank you, I guess. I will look into getting something just like this soon. I promise. It's I can even hear myself in this too. So there's a lot that I'm why is this camera thing here? Oh, wait. No, that's not what I want. All right. Well, we'll figure this out. Okay. Let's see. It means you have a good voice. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Let's, Gutsu's been waiting for a little bit. Let's talk to him. Let's see how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a while. Hey, Gutsu.
Hey, man, how you been?
I'm doing all right, brother. How are you?
Significantly better after everything that was, well, seeing an actual therapist will definitely change and make you kind of view how the world is a lot better and a lot more positive way.
Plushies. Where did you get all those?
Oh, yeah, these are all the Squishmallows I've collected over the past couple of years. Like, legitimately, I got a whole bunch of the Pokemon ones because I'm a huge Pokemon fan, as you know. And also, just recently got that Pac-Man from round 1. I went there with my girlfriend for our little 4th of July date.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, though, yeah, no, like, honestly, man, like, I'm doing a lot better. I've completely dropped alcohol, seeing a proper therapist, getting everything taken care of in my life. I was holding back on a lot of stuff, and I just wasn't looking after myself, and I snapped at y'all, and I just want to say personally, man, I'm very sorry.
I appreciate that, brother. That means a lot to me. Give me just 1 second. I think you're doubling up through here, and I don't have a solid understanding of Keem's audio setup here, so I don't know if I need to be muting my desktop audio. So I'm going to do that. Keep talking for me for a second.
All right. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing today? So here's a question. Do y'all like Pac-Man?
Okay.
And the question is, which Pac-Man game?
Okay, yeah, you're coming through the fixed. Okay, cool. All right, thanks.
All right, it's good.
Thanks, chat. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, I guess that just needs to remain muted. That's interesting. You come through this mixer. That's good to know. Cool. So, have you played Pac-Man World 2?
Pac-Man World 2? Yes, I actually own it on GameCube. Funny enough.
Nice. I played that on GameCube a while back. Yeah, so
it was really good.
Randy Savage says Atari 2600. Oh, that was the bad Pac-Man.
I forgot they even had a port of it. I kind of remember taking a look at it and just shave the mustache, add glasses, and he's McLovin from Pokegaga for $2. That's awesome.
Thanks, Pokegaga. Appreciate you.
I would absolutely set that up.
I have to. Oh, geez, the goals. Yeah, I forgot that I got to get the goals back on the screen at some stage because I'm not home where I was. Let me. Oh, I have a lot to do to keep up with this. I forgot that. Shoot, I forgot that there's people that like re-up memberships like when the show's not running. So somebody pay pigged while the show was not live, which I'm immensely thankful for. So I had to catch up with that, and I think we got a couple more cash cows while the show is off too, so I have to take that into consideration. If you are a member to Tech Talk, you have my eternal gratitude. Thank you for helping to keep the lights on around Tech Talk. I invited a bunch of the interns here,
and no one's answering the call.
Well, Wings Jr. was talking around 2:30. I was expecting to see him jump into the studio or into waiting. So if Wings Jr. wants to show up here, he's totally welcome to. Otherwise, we might call this a show at 6.
Fair enough.
We're gonna. My attention is a little split, so you'll forgive me if I'm looking around and not dead at the camera all the time.
I get you, man.
So
here's a question. What is that setup like over there? Is he like got a 49-inch ultra wide? Like, what's he rocking?
He's got 4 monitors, and one of them's like a super ultra wide. Yes, it's pretty. It's fun to play with the toys.
Dude, I'm jealous. I don't, dude. That's like, I feel like that me and you, that'd be fucking exciting as shit for both of us. Just seeing all that like technology, all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, everybody comes in, they're like, "Oh, this is pretty." I'm like, "Oh, look at that monitor, man! Like, look how long it is, right?" So we're, dude. it's
a
really funny.
49-inch monitor, like it's insane, like how much it can immerse you in a game. Like I played Forza Horizon 5 on one once, and oh my, dude, it was addicting how good it was.
I'd have to try one of those at some stage. Shoot, these all say generic monitor. I wish I could tell you like exactly what these monitors are, but I don't know. I just know that one of these is like extremely long. I would take a picture of it, but I don't want to show off too much more of what I shouldn't around here. There's I don't know.
You want to be hush hush? I get you.
Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. It's pretty cool. That's why you guys see my eyes constantly darting around, because I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the monitor in front of me, and then I got chat like upwards in this direction. So I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I am a touch overstimulated. So
you got a lot going on. I get you, man. I get you.
So it's really amusing in that kind of way, but it's funny. I'm sorry I keep sniffling into the mic too, you guys. I know you guys can hear it. But my allergies keep running amok if they're not treated. All right, so I'm gonna just start getting a small goal on here. So $50 will extend the stream by 30 minutes each, and we'll cap that out. I'll do something crazy and I'll say we'll cap it out at 4 hours. It's going to be a little tricky to do a 4-hour show by myself if none of the interns kind of answer the call. But I'll
Big Timu Mario.
Yeah, what's with the overalls?
Okay, so this is actually funny. I had no intention on doing this. I was doing yard work today, cutting down my palm tree leaves. And it's just like, this is like the best thing to do when you're doing yard work, because, well, you don't got to worry about messing up your good jeans. You don't got to worry about anything like that. This shirt's all old and raggedy and already messed up. So I was like, throw it on. And I shaved my beard because it was starting to get itchy. And I looked at it, and then I look in the mirror probably 30, 40 minutes later, and I say, go. I go, yahoo, yippee, yaha.
Oh, shoot, this isn't right. All right, you know what, stupid? I need to take this out of studio mode. This is messing with me. All right, there. Live edits. We're doing it live. 30. All right, hold on. 30
Take your time.
wins each. 4-hour cap. Cool. There we go. All right, that's a start. Secondly, I'm going to reiterate something that I was talked about yesterday. So, guys, I'm calling everybody that watches Tech Talk to action. So I have applied for updating. There is a show coming to Rochester on August 6th that I have tickets for, and I'm going to that show with some friends. I'm trying to get their attention. The way that show works is that the casting is only run by the 2 guys that run the show. It's updating. It's on YouTube. And they tell everybody that they need to. They tell everybody pretty openly to text them and bother them incessantly to get somebody on the show. So I need everybody's help to text everybody at updating and at them on Twitter and message them on YouTube to tell them that you want to see me on the show on August 6th in Rochester. So, so anyone who wants to really see or be involved at some point or in some stage in my dating life, you can help me get on this show, and that'll be kind of funny. They'll ask me all sorts of really uncomfortable questions. Did I find the email I was looking for? No. I guess it wasn't really an email. It was just a page that I got. I thought I took a screenshot of it on my other computer. I have to double check it when I get home. So that's going to be another few days. But Let's.
So here's a question: like, what are the uncomfortable questions you think they're gonna ask you?
They will ask me all sorts of questions about my sex life because they do it to everybody.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you're kind of like you got to consider you're kind of prepared for about this, considering like Glammy would like talk about it pretty consistently for the first month of Tech Talk.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna be fine there.
Oh yeah, marginally. It'll be a little embarrassing, but I don't really care.
You got it. You'll own it, man. You'll own it. My guy, you literally popped up during the hot tub stream in the fucking the cop outfit. I don't think it can get any worse.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get worse than that.
Bro, when you did that, I won't lie, I was cracking up laughing. I saw the pictures and I was like, "There's no way. I gotta look at I gotta take a look at this." And I scrolled through the video just to find that part, and you had me cracking.
Thank you. I'm glad some people found that funny. That was fun. That jacuzzi was freezing. It had the ice bath in it, and I was trying to play like this really, really stoic cop. So I'm just like, I just get in there and I'm thinking to myself, this is freezing, but I can't let it show on my face. So I'm just like sitting there like.
Your tipples were getting a little hard while you're sitting there in the tub. You're just like,
oh yeah, you don't even know the half of it. Cutting glass and all that jazz.
Fuck, I can't. I don't even want to think about that because personally, if I have to deal with any form of cold, I freak the fuck out because I live in a smelly desert, as I always say.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, you live in Vegas.
Yeah. I live in the gambling center of the world basically, and it's always like maybe 120 degrees are our usual summer. We get that's usually our highs. So like no matter what, it's always like you're walking outside and you'll really feel like you're gonna burst into flames. Me, I'm just chill with it. I deal with it and I just keep on walking along with my day.
Right.
But you're on the other you're like on the in a separate state entirely. So you definitely like deal with actual weather. You get seasons. See, we get dirt and we get cold. And that's it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And it's funny. I told you that my parents live in Las Vegas, so they talk to me about the weather every so often. And they had a Christmas where it actually snowed a little, and they're like, "Whoa, the snow in Vegas!"
No, like it's like a Christmas miracle at that point when that actually happens here. It's nuts,
right?
But it's only like an inch. It's like half an inch if you're lucky. Like you can maybe build a snowman, but it literally is like it looks gray because of all the dirt and all the like asphalt. It's gross. Right.
It's pretty amazing. It was funny though because like cold to Nevada and cold here is really different. Like we've had in Syracuse we've had like below 5 before. So it's gotten pretty damn cold like in the worst of times. And then when it's gotten to I was watching an online church service from Canyon Ridge out in Las Vegas, and they were saying like, "Hey, come on in, everybody! It's freezing outside. Get warmed up." And like their freezing is like 40 degrees. I'm like, "Oh, screw you!"
You're not wrong, dude. 50 degrees is cold for me.
Right.
I can't stand it. I don't know how you like when I see it's the negatives. I don't know how y'all even survive out there. But I guess that's how you guys probably say the same thing about our weather. So
yeah,
kind of works out.
Yeah. No, it was kind of funny because like my parents, I think my parents have thinner blood than I do now. You know, the nice weather out in Vegas has kind of made them soft. Like we were walking to the car one night and it's like, I don't know, down to 50 degrees. And my mother looks over to me. She's like, "Where's your jacket? Aren't you cold?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" What are you talking about? This is let's go have drinks outside back home.
Bro, that's me with putting on like 4 or 5 different coats and just like still shivering throughout the entire day. I can't. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how you stand that.
It's a thing.
Like I used to do marching band, and like we'd be forced to wear like short sleeve shirts and shorts. And I'd just be sitting there playing my vibraphone for like probably 2 hours. Fingers are bleeding because chafing and stuff like that. And just like every moment they would give us a little break, I would grab that cover and wrap myself up during the wintertime because I was like, dude, for me, it's like 50 degrees. I'm freezing.
Right.
My nuts are shriveling up. I'm like, fuck.
It's actually pretty nice inside of here. He's got a small air conditioner inside the studio and it feels pretty nice. I probably, I don't know why I put my. I'm keeping the hoodie on for the effect, but I might take it off later. It's actually really nice in here. Just want to.
I will say the hoodie does look nice. I like the color scheming.
Yeah, it feels great too. The only thing I don't like about it is that the sleeves are a little tight, and sometimes I'm used to rolling my sleeves up, but you know, it's a hoodie. I'm not supposed to be doing that anyway. That's just a me thing. But it's nice. I might take it off at some stage. I'm just continuously basking in the studio.
You're getting a little overwhelmed with all the modders looking at the beauty because, God, my God, every time I see the bat, just that look. Has he shown you his CRT setup?
I saw some of it. I saw a couple of things. I wish I could tell you everything I see around here, but like for reasons for reasons I really shouldn't. But yeah. Suffice it to say that it's a very, very nice property. And he's got a lot of toys. He's got a lot of things. So
and you're just like, I want it. You're like, you want it. You're like an adult sized kid, right? And you're like, I want to play with all of them.
I want all of this, right? Apparently he has snapping turtles in that pond too, which you know was nice. I wish they told me that before I jumped in the pond, but
wow. No. When you were diving for the sunglasses?
Oh my God, dude, that was. I can't begin to explain to you how much I really wish I was able to find those glasses, but I could barely hit the bottom of that pond. I hit it maybe once, and that's when I found the lamp. And that lamp that was not planned. That was like sheer luck. I managed to dive down enough, and I put my hand when you get like all the way down, like you can't see anything. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's very
there's no light
murky.
going down there.
I could barely manage out the bottom of the pond by like the dirt feel and the sand and whatever. And I put my hand on something. I put my hand on the lamp and I couldn't see it. I go, what the hell's this? And I grab it and I'm like, oh shoot, I really hope this isn't something important. Like I don't know what's supposed to be down at the bottom of the pond. And I'm like, screw it, I'm taking it with me. I go up and I just go, whoop, and I go, oh shoot, it's the lamp. And then I hear KEEMSTAR go, oh shoot. I'm like, hey, the content writes itself, everybody. So that was I don't know, I was relatively proud of myself. That was a fun jump.
That was funny. Dude, so much of like what you were doing there at like literally at 4th of July, just from the streams I was seeing. Bro, you were cracking me up. I was actually having a fun time watching like your moments. Here's the question: how was your nice little cuddle session with Rastov and fucking Boogie?
Oh my God, just great, man. Like I don't know what you want me to say. It's like
who do you think? Who do you think's a better cuddle buddy, though? That's the real question.
Oh man, probably Rastov because Boogie won't insult you to your face about it later. So, or not make an unwanted advance. I don't know. One of the two. So.
So, I know people always talk shit about how like Boogie smells like absolute ass. Is there any actual truth to that, or is it just nonsense?
I can't confirm or deny. The last time I was sitting directly next to him was while we were doing that stream, and they had both been in the lake. So
okay, so they could have just been like lake water smell.
Yeah,
from the snapping turtles.
Really,
yeah, that you can't really confirm.
Yeah, that's not really fair at that point. I was sitting. I mean, I've been sitting next to Rastov most of the time here, and I don't smell anything. So you know I'll say this about big dudes. Big dudes that like are integrated into society usually know that they require double the maintenance, right? Like the old Gabriel Iglesias bits: twice the showers, twice the deodorant, twice the body spray, like twice the things that like people of a healthy BMI, let's put it that way, usually have to do for themselves, right? So they seem to be taking decent care of themselves. And I think they're both on some sort of weight loss journey. So let's kind of see what it looks like a year from now. All that kind of stuff.
I hope the best of luck for them. Like I know you went through your own weight loss journey also like a couple years back, didn't you? And you're still on that journey right now, and you're taking care of yourself, man.
Yeah, so mine's not nearly as drastic. I wasn't at the point where it's like I can't get out of my house. Like I'm just like I was still mobile. I was still able to do a bunch of stuff, but my life was really sedentary, and I'd eaten out of a box for so long that I just kind of like gave myself high blood pressure. And I'm like, so that's when it gets to the point where the doctor's like, well, look, this could kill you early if it's not managed. I'm like, all right, what are my options? He goes, diet and exercise. I'm like, all right, got it. So I cut out fast food like entirely and immediately, and switched, started eating everything low sodium, and started going to a gym. So I was 220 at my heaviest. Before I came to Camp Keem, I was down to about 165. But I've been eating pretty good this week, so I probably put on a few pounds from the past few days just because I've been fraternizing with everybody. But I'm still working out, and I'll go back to like dieting, like heavy dieting again, like when I get back home and I'm reset, all that stuff.
No, I gotcha. Like, I mean, you're at least taking care of yourself. It seems like, you don't. It seems like you're actually. Do you think the reason why, like, a lot of, because I noticed a lot of people who actually like get involved in like the tech industry, because it's a sedentary job. Do you think that might have contributed to it a lot personally yourself?
Yeah, I do. I think, but I don't think it's just tech. I think it's white collar. I think anything white collar is not great for a healthy lifestyle and in the grand scheme of things. Epic Brady, thank you for 3 months of Band World. I didn't know Michelangelo was in waiting.
Bring him up. I didn't even realize either. Yeah, bring him up.
Give me that.
What's up,
Hey, Michelangelo, how you doing, bud?
Hello.
Morning, brother. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Yeah. Rocking the world of t-shirts hat, I see.
I gotta tell you a new realization I just made.
Yeah.
What's up?
Gutsu is the male Lucitina with his squishmallows behind him.
Oh shit, you're kind of right, actually. You're fucking right about that. I didn't think about that till now. And you know what's the worst part? I'm still gonna buy more. I'm not stopping.
I told Shai that Michael he's like, what's the plan of that? I'm like, it's just being autistic.
What I don't understand squishmallows. Like, why? What is the draw? I don't know. I don't have room for a lot of this stuff anymore.
Okay, so my reason why I got them is because I only buy the ones that I actually have an interest in. Like I'll buy for example, cryptid ones because they make ones for they've made ones for Mothman, Cthulhu, stuff like that. And I also buy the Pokemon ones, and they're really fucking soft, like legitimately. Like here, let me show you like an example of how soft they are. 1 second.
Sure.
Oh no. I was gonna make the joke if he's gonna hot glue him or if he has.
Oh, it's a bed.
Guys, once in the chat if you think he hot glued them.
Why did he hot glue all of them together?
Dude, I told you they're comfy as shit. Like legitimately, it's like I honestly have fallen asleep just like playing on my Steam Deck in that gigantic pile. It's been a fun time.
Nice. Nice. Maybe I do need a pile of them for myself.
Yeah.
Jeez, how much do they cost a piece?
It matters on the ones. Like the Pokemon ones are always going to be our most expensive because licensing reasons. It's just Pokemon you're always going to pay a premium for that. The 20-inch Snorlax that I got and like the Gengars, those are usually about $50. You can get them though for even cheap. You can get them for even cheaper, like for like maybe $20 if you're waiting for clearance sales. But most of the time, a 20-inch one's going to cost you about $30.
Gotcha.
If it's just a regular Squishmallow, that's all it's going to cost.
Gotcha. Epic Rady, thank you for the $5. Ooh woo. Thank you. Ooh woo. Ooh woo.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
All right. Okay, so this has been fun so far. Mayhaps we should get into a little bit of actual tech stuff.
All right, I'm happy to hear
The
that.
question,
Bring on that tech.
the question's going to be which monitor should I use? I determined it to be
The
this
ultra
one.
wide.
Yeah, I could use the ultra wide. Oh well, if I use the ultra wide, it's not going to show up right on stream. Oh dear. I thought I had Chrome open already. I must have closed it. Okay, let's bring this over here. All right, so 5 o'clock, top of the hour. Let's take a brief walk down memory lane and discuss what's new, or what is old, rather, in tech history.
All right, let's see.
Working on it. I'm not used to this keyboard.
There. Here's a question. What are you guys thinking about, like, because it's been about a month since the Switch 2 has been out. We're probably starting to start seeing more games come on. At initial launch, how did you feel about it? Like, because I tried out like Mario Kart World at the like Target demo area. I didn't think it was worth the fight. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't.
I don't think it's worth $80. I would happily pay 50 for it. I think it's a fun game. I still have a lot more to do with it. I definitely don't think it was worth $80. And I think Donkey Kong Bonanza looks like it's going to be more fairly priced. And even that might be pushing it a little. I have to see. It's kind of like most console launches, just not enough titles. They have a number of games, and if you're at the point where you're interested in playing like Yakuza 0, then because you never played it, like that might be worth it to you. I wasn't gonna buy it again because I played it already, but like I might actually buy it again just to play it because I didn't realize that it had it has new cutscenes. It has new cutscenes and it has a full English dub too. And the English dub is like properly lip synced to the dub too. Which is which is really cool. It really does some favors for the immersion. So I might grab that and figure out when I'm going to find time to play that in between trying to power through the rest of the Yakuza series.
You might have to be considered though. You might have to see if you have to upgrade the storage because it seems like it's unfortunately it's a game key card. You don't actually fully own it all in the cartridge, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, probably. That's a bummer.
No, it's so disappointing because I hate the fact that we're seeing like more and more games move on to this, like where you don't own your games anymore. It's bullshit.
Right.
Like if you're expecting us to pay $80 for fucking games, why can't we actually, physically own them on the cartridge and it works from day one? Like no patches, no updates, everything should be there on the cartridge.
Exactly.
That's how it should be.
This is the kind of thing that people like us have been complaining about for a long time. Like this shouldn't have progressed to a stage where you're not buying the game, you're just buying a license to play the game and we can revoke it from you at any moment. This is kind of the thing. This is like the core component of the Stop Killing Games initiative, which if you're in the European Union, please, if you live in Europe, please go sign that initiative if you're a European citizen, because they need legitimate signatures. There's a lot of those signatures on that. There's a lot of signatures on that initiative that are probably going to be invalidated because they've either been spoofed or they just haven't been filled correctly. If you filled out the form incorrectly, go re-sign. Don't go out of your way to spoof signatures. That doesn't help anybody. Just go and sign, because we need. I'm not going to tell everybody that more government's a good thing, but I think legislation. Oh my lord! I think.
Can I read this one out?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, final for $5 set. All right, which one of those Squishmallows has a hole in the back? Let's play Guess Who.
Oh wait.
Damn it! I gotta get myself a freaking soundboard. I don't know what any of these buttons in this stuff does, so I'm like I'm tempted to play
slap
with
the
them.
buttons. You'll figure it out. It'll make a sound effect eventually. You'll make the right one.
So I set up a portable OBS on Keem's computer, so I didn't mess with any of his OBS settings for local live.
Gotcha.
So I don't. So the Steam Deck is right next to me, but it doesn't do anything. None of the macros are set, right? So I'm tapping them, but nothing's happening. So I'm a little sad about it.
Shut up, pussy.
God damn.
What did I ever do to you, Michelangelo? Seriously. Chris says, I signed the UK petition. Great. Thank you. Get more people to sign
That's
it.
good.
Little Compton, thank you for the $2. Epic Brady, thank you for the $5. You love this version of the short bus. Ooh, woo.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
So I might check in with latest about that initiative later on, because there was a I think I was talking about this yesterday actually, about what the latest on the initiative was, that they were getting a response from Video Games Europe, like a lobbying group to try to like fight back, making a bunch of bad faith arguments. It's not a great look.
Yeah, I know right now they're also trying to make sure they actually hit like they're asking for more signatures, even though they technically have reached the goal, but like you said, because of all the spoofing, that is something they're also very concerned with. And there was a lot of Americans who would make like fake accounts saying they're actually like Europeans and signing the petition itself as well. I know that was a lot of issues. And it kind of sucks because in America, you just don't see like there's no petitions really like this that can actually get a full on response. It's really more like the EU itself that usually you're going to get a response from, because the same thing happened with Apple and USB-C versus Lightning cable.
Right, exactly. That's partly why they're doing the initiative in the ECU. I think ECU in the EU. I think the other part being that like Ross lives in Poland, last I understood. So there are a number of reasons why this is happening in Europe and not America. The least of which is that it's very much easier to get this off the ground in Europe than it is in America. And then once they're compelled to comply to legislation in Europe, it's usually not worth it to try to do something different in like other markets. You usually just kind of like blanket those across all the rest of the markets. So there's that. I don't know why I don't know. I thought this is funny. I brought my robe with me, but like I feel comfortable in here, so I don't know if I'm going to put it on.
You could do it for donos to put it on for like 50 and like 10 for like jumping jacks.
We could do that.
Listen, I'll torture myself. I'll torture myself for donos if y'all need it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't know what you guys want. Like, I don't know, $20. Maybe I'll do jumping jacks inside the robe, or I'll put the robe on. We'll figure it out.
For $10 dono, I'll drink a bottle of Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, gee, an entire bottle? Jeez. Yep. Okay.
And I really after the nightmare with the coffee thing, I have it like it's revolting to me now, and I can't enjoy it. I can't.
You can't drink regular coffee anymore?
No, I could drink like regular coffee. I just like anything with Worcestershire sauce or hot sauce. I can't. I don't even like hot sauce anymore. It ruined it for me.
Oh no.
Like legitimately, I was in so much pain after that night. I was literally like shaking.
Oh, Pavlovian response.
Because my body was rejecting it. It was the worst. Like it was some of the worst pain I've ever had. I think you were there, Michelangelo. You saw me like have to run off camera to go.
That was funny. I was on there.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why? How many of those do you have?
A lot.
All right. Anyway, okay. So let's get into just a couple of things here. So here's July 8th, 1957. In tech history, the Control Data Corporation was founded on this day. It's an early pioneer of the field of supercomputers. Is incorporated. Its CDC's most notable employer was Seymour Cray, who during the 1960s developed for CDC the fastest computers in the world at the time. In 1972, Seymour Cray left CDC to form his own company, Cray Research, which then took the title of creating the world's fastest computers. So there's that. That's cool. Let me see if I can find just a few more points. Oop. I usually look across two different websites here. They give me.
And by the way, to be more exact, for the Worcestershire, I'm gonna drink like a spoonful of it. Even then, that's still gonna be enough to make me sick.
That's a better idea. There you go.
Yeah, like don't worry, I'm gonna despise myself after doing it, but still, I'll do it.
All right, here's the rest of your points here. July 9th, 1971 was the birth of Mark Andreessen, He's the co-author of Mosaic. Mosaic was the first widely used web browser with other computer-related contributions of pioneers and websites. For those gamers out there, July 9th, 1981, Donkey Kong released by Namco and Nintendo as an arcade video game. So today is Donkey Kong's 44th anniversary. So that's really cool. July 9th. July 9th.
Wait, do you think that's the reason why they're releasing the new Donkey Kong game in July is because of that?
I didn't think about it until just now. It could be.
Yeah. Like that makes way too now. Like just the timing of that makes way too much sense, actually.
Yeah, almost the 45th anniversary. And I think I think Super Mario is 40 this year. So I'm hoping they do something cool. Like right now, nothing has topped Super Mario 35. I wish they just bring.
I never got to play it.
I wish they just bring back Super Mario 35. It was great. July 9th, 1982, Disney releases the movie Tron. It was the first movie to use computer-generated special effects. Android 4.1 Jelly Bean was released today, 13 years ago. I vaguely remember using Jelly Bean. And 2015, 10 years ago today, Affinity Photo released by Serif.
So wait, so Tron is the first major movie to use like computer effects?
Yep,
Really?
to use computer-generated special effects, 1982.
Wait, that wouldn't make sense because they used didn't they use computer effects for the first Star Wars back in 1977?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like because I'm thinking about that, I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't sound quite right. Like I can see it like being like a very major contributor, but I felt like Star Wars came out around the same time, and I think it was like was it Digital Lights and Magic or whatever it's called? I think that's what the company's called.
Star Wars: A New Hope, 1977. Visual effects relied heavily on miniatures, matte paintings, physical props, and primitive visual effect techniques. Special editions released later incorporated more CGI, including replacing original effects with computer-generated versions. So the only CGI in the original release was for the display of the Death Star plans.
Gotcha. Well, so by technicality, then that completely nullifies like Tron being the first movie that utilized it. Like maybe you could say Tron used it fully, but
yeah, this point might be a little bit misleading. We can at least say for certain that Tron was released 43 years ago today, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now I'm.
What did you think of the Tron world in Kingdom Hearts 2? Because I know you're a Kingdom Hearts 2 fan.
Yeah. It's not my favorite world, but where the randomizer's concerned, that world has a number of special uses. The screens room in that world is particularly great for power leveling and for leveling up the wisdom form, because you can put it to a stage where it rapidly and continuously just spawns more and more Heartless. So it's really good for that.
Oh, so it's just farming. It's just farming. It's a farming generator. Gotcha.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be doing like more practice runs soon on the channel. So anybody who wants to see that in practice can come check it out. Hold on. So now I'm really kind of in the rabbit hole here. Let's see if we can find something about the computer-generated effects here. Landmark film for its extensive use of computer-generated imagery. While not the first film to use CGI, it was the first to feature lengthy sequences of around 50 minutes of entirely computer-generated imagery. All right, so there we go. So that
makes sense.
That's what the last point should have mentioned. Pioneering techniques pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Backlit animation, innovative use of CGI laid groundwork for future advancements. Tron face crit, yeah. Okay. Traditional techniques like matte paintings and rotoscoping were also used. Yeah, so this was the first to feature like really, really long stints of CGI, which makes a lot more sense.
All right, yeah. Because I was like, I can think of like even a couple more movies that are past Star Wars that use CGI, and I was just like, Star Wars is just like the one that really sticks out the most because, well, Star Wars is like, you know, I correlate Tron sci-fi with Star Wars sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I think somebody asked me how much to kick you guys. I don't know if I want to do that.
It was to kick Gutsu, but you can kick me if you want to.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys, chat? What do you want? Do you want to see these guys get kicked? You make me an offer, because I'm having a decent time here. But if you want me to suffer by myself in silence, we can do that. I don't know. Do you guys want to have a stream one day where I just like stare into the camera and sip tea? Would you find that entertaining? Because I know
a 24-hour stream.
Not for 24 hours, but like I used to be in Twitch streamers and networking, the Facebook group. Mm-hmm. I'm actually still in that group. And there was somebody that posted a thing once where she asked her community like what they wanted. Like, do you want me to play this game? Do you want me to play this game? How about this game? And then the final option was stare into the camera and sip tea. And then everybody chose that option. So she's like, okay. It's just.
That just feels so awkward.
That for the stream in silence, but it's like that's what the stream wanted. So, yeah, essentially.
That's all it was.
I don't want to do that though, because that makes it
Michelangelo,
weird.
would you do a stream like that too?
Probably something like that, but it wouldn't be like sipping tea. It'd be like, I don't know, spinning in my chair or something. It's something more retarded.
I don't know if you want to do that for 2 hours straight too. You'd probably get really dizzy at the end of it.
You get sick.
I did get to see my new favorite version of Twiggy Town. He became a human Beyblade. He was spinning on tests.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
how does that work?
Wiley FTW has an obsession with trying to make the host spin in their chairs, and it was supposed to be a contest between him and Steak, and then Twiggy just like. I think he did some regular spins, but then he stood up and just started spinning while standing. And then Steak was doing it, but he gave up because he was like tipsy from drinking. So Twiggy just kept doing it. And then I think Khan said he's like, oh, he's a Beyblade. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
So who makes the better Beyblade then? Glammy or Twiggy?
Twiggy.
Oh. Khan says wall staring stream. That sounds, you know what? For 10 members, maybe I'll go stare at the air conditioner. How about that?
Why specifically an air conditioner of anything? Like
because the AC is nice. Because it's nice to have cool air blowing at your face. Hey, you know what? Here, I got an idea. Michelangelo, when was the last time you gave anybody a reading?
Last week.
Last week? You care to give us a reading today?
Let me go grab the other hat.
Oh boy. How's GDQ? How's GDQ been, guys? Because I haven't I haven't been able to watch SGDQ yet. Are they doing any cool games this year?
Games done. The only thing I know about them is that they're doing like a humble bundle deal right now, where you can get some games for really cheap. That's the only thing I know what's going on with Games Done Quick. You can get I think a bundle of stuff that's what do they have?
Yeah, they're mid break right now. They're getting ready for the next game, and so it's always funny to kind of look at the audience like at this early in the morning. There's like nothing going on. Let me see what they've had so far, just because I'm curious. They started it with Sonic 2. Wow. I wish I got to see that. Banjo-Kazooie. There's already speedruns of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm not surprised. Beat Saber. Okay. Mega Man X4.
Emotional damage.
Why? I missed
Someone said they wanted more sound effects.
Oh, okay. There is a race for Mega Man X4. That sounds really cool because I love Mega Man X4. Time Spinner, Code Bunny. I'm just kind of looking through this. Spyro 3.5, Return of the Forgotten Realms. Okay.
Spyro 3.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. How do you speed run Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Maybe how quickly you can basically destroy your park, or how many, how quickly you can get the customer satisfaction 100%. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh wait, note the incentive is for glitch exposition. This is Loopy Landscapes FF%. Okay, I'd have to see that. Halo 4 Legendary, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Mega Man Maker. They did Link's Awakening DX. That's like my favorite Zelda game. Plants v Zombies. Katamari. Dr. Robotnik Ring Racers. Huh. Mario Kart Super.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Nitro Cups for Super Circuit. I haven't seen anybody race Super Circuit in a long time. Majora's
Isn't that from Game Boy Advance?
GBA. Yep.
God damn, that's old.
Oh, there
The
was
more you know.
Archipelago Co-op Emerald Hunt for Sonic Adventure 2. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix HD. Critical Level 1 Character Choice Any Percent Race. Ooh. Oh, Sonic Shadow Silver's doing that. I'll have to check that one out. BioShock. And then what day is this? Is this today? Yeah, that brings us to today. Okay, so a number of cool things that they've already run. I'll have to go and check out some of those at some stage. That's pretty awesome. All right, what do you got?
What do you got on your docket, actually?
Well, the docket's kind of a little bit of a mess right now. We're in a transition period. We're getting some new people to work on the docket, and we're getting it fixed up. But I can put that on hold for a second so we can let Michelangelo give us a reading. What do you got, Michelangelo?
Well, what do you want, predictions for today or a specific question?
Yeah, let's see. Let's do this. Let's get a prediction for I don't know if I want you to see, because this is still kind of Cafe's thing, so I don't really want to take it from them entirely. But maybe give us a brief look into the future with Cafe and Locale Live. How about that? Because I don't know if you ever do a prediction for Cafe, huh?
Yeah. I don't do too many for them. Sometimes I've had said some stuff when I started the Sonic Tism Hedgehog. I wanted Ken to get like an Eggman plush, but I guess he didn't like that, so he didn't do that. But, I thought that would have been funny if he did that. Okay, so prediction for Cafe and Live today?
Yeah, let's leave something to the imagination.
Okay, I'm looking into my Tism power in the universe, and on the Cafe, I see Bigfoot bitching and complaining about some more stuff that he doesn't like in the LCU, and Batgirl is smirking out about all the fun shit that's happening at Keem's house, and she still got mud in her ears and her ass crack. and it's been itching since last night.
Oh no.
Thanks for the details, I guess. Fuck. Man, these readings are really in depth. Goddamn.
And then on the Locale Live, Rastov will be pissed off because Boogie came into his Airbnb and stole all of his Twinkies and American sweet candies and treats that he bought from the Buc-ee's or 7-Eleven. I don't know, whatever they have in Buffalo. and so Boogie will convince Keem to punish Rastov, and Rastov will have to do a bunch of stunts outside of Keem on his property and like wear a dress and everyone has like megaphones yelling at him, and he's like falling over on a Diddy slide, oil slip and slide, and he's like falling. He's like, my elbow, and he's crying.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right.
The fucking Diddy slide is what got me.
Diddy slide. Is that just like a regular slip and slide, but it's oil instead of water?
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna slide so much faster if you do that. Like, have it where it's like set up into the lake with the snapping turtles. It'll be funny.
Lord.
Or if it was like a Nitro Circus or Jackass where Keem gets a big skateboard ramp at the bridge, and then you send Rastov from one quarter pipe, and he's down on the Diddy slide, and then he goes all the way to the lake, and then he launches like 50 feet in the air, and then goes down into the lake, and then like all the water splashes out.
So it's like that one scene from Norbit, basically, is the best
Yeah.
way to explain it.
Yeah, Rastov is Norbit. Or whatever.
Rasputia is what you're thinking of.
Yeah,
I'm just
the fat
stupidly
lady.
kind of imagining the
He's a,
Diddy.
he
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, yeah.
Ryan Cooper says, this is a moment where I'd feel one with my what t-shirt if I had one. Well, you can very easily have one for the low price of $35 on the Low Cow Tech Talk store. It's the perfect moment for one of these. I'm just kind of like stupidly imagining the Diddy slide being like perpetually speeding up instead of like a regular slip and slide where it's just kind of like a constant rate of speed, but with oil it's just like it's like constantly accelerating until it's too fast.
Here's the question: is he sliding on his chest or is he sliding on his back? Because regardless, there's gonna be some fucking pain. Like no doubt, there's gonna be some pain.
Probably on his chest, because the belly fat will like help him like slide like a
His
penguin in Mario. He'll be a fat penguin enemy sliding across the Diddy slide onto the ramp into the lake.
Dude,
Or
I don't
the
know.
pond.
I don't know if anybody. I don't remember if anybody actually stopped to ask me about like my incident at the swimming pool like earlier this week. But like that hurt like a bitch. Oh my god! I was just.
How bad was it? Like how?
It was awful. Like so there was like a high dive and it was a nice setup. It was a lot of fun doing this with other people, but like they kind of egged me on to try to do like a front flipping cannonball. And I've never done a jump with a front flip before or anything. So I tried to So I tried to do it. I tried to go up and I tried to do a front flipping cannonball, but I for whatever reason, I don't know how this happened. I corkscrewed instead. So I wasn't ready for it. So I had like a really strange rotation on my jump, and it got to the part where I rotated and I saw myself like coming into contact with the water, and I knew I was to my side. So like right before I hit the water, I'm like, oh, this is bad. And then sure enough, I slam into the water on my ribs, and I'm like, and like it puts me in, I'm under the water and I'm in immense pain because it immediately knocks the wind out of me. So I'm like, gotta get out. I gotta get above the water level. So I get above water. Everyone's kind of like cheering. It's like, yeah. I'm immediately going, like pain. Like,
I love the fact that everybody's like, fuck yeah, and you're like, ah!
Right. So like I get up in the water, like, cause I'm in the middle of the lake. I got nowhere to go. So now I'm just here and I'm like, I'm in pain. I can't breathe. And I need to like lay on the ground so I can get the air back in my system. And it hurts like a bitch. And I don't know what to do about it. So I'm just kind of like trying to swim like in immense pain all the way to just where the shoreline is. And I'm like, I'm in pain. I finally.
Do you have like a big ass welt like on your side now from it?
Yeah, nobody.
I don't.
Right, we don't know how that happened. It's just like on this weird shape of a dick on my ribs, and it's like.
Can we see it? I want to see it.
It might not show up on camera that well anymore, but let me see. Let's see. It's still there. What the frick, dude?
I can kind of make it out, like just a little bit.
Hold on.
Like there's some redness, but that's about it.
Shoot, hold on. It's still there. I don't understand.
Bro, you got fucked up.
Yeah. And I don't understand for the life of me what possibly makes that mark. All I did was slam into the water.
God works in mysterious ways, CD. You notice.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Great. Thanks for that one. So, no,
Try more ice cream flavors is what Bigfoot said.
Yeah. Or as Keem said, he thought I was hamming it up and not serious at first. No, I was very serious. I was in immense pain. I was really worried because because you're in the middle of the lake. I've got nowhere to go. I'm in pain and I can't breathe. So I'm like, it's not so bad that I was never going to be able to breathe, but like in that moment, it's like I can't get the air back in my system because it hurts to breathe. So like my immediate priority is I need to hit land. So like I finally get on land and I just lay on the ground. I'm like, I'm just there. I'm like, okay, like I'll be all right.
No, like, bro, if you didn't, because you've been taking care of your health, if you did not do that, it probably would have been such a struggle for you to get over there.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately. I can believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Aura says I could have broken a rib. Exactly. I probably could have. And like, I'm not, I'm not new to like backdropping or belly flopping before. I've done both of those and they hurt, but they don't hurt like this hurt, right? Because they don't take the air out of you. So it was I don't know how long that's going to be on my body, but like the Discord has the video of me hitting the water. So anybody that wants to see that, it's in the Discord. It doesn't I don't think that it looks more like a well. Yeah, it's a well. But it's if you guys want to see how I hit the water, that's in there. There is the video in the Discord. You can tell by how I hit the water that I hit it all wrong. It looks like it hurts.
You think you would jump back in again to make a second attempt and see if you can be successful this time?
I would jump back in. I don't know if I'd attempt to do a front flip cannonball though.
I think you can do it, CD. I have faith in you.
I don't know, man.
Faith in you.
I don't know, man. It would be dangerous just to dive in any other way.
Do it!
Man.
Well, just make sure if you're gonna land on the side, don't land on that side. Land on the other one so it balances out, okay?
Yeah, even myself out. Yeah, great, thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome. And if you somehow still get a second dick print bruise on there, I don't know, man. I don't know what the message God is trying to send you. He's sending you something though.
Somebody just hates me, or it was meant to be like the just comic material for the LCU. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again next year.
He's trying to get you more views.
Yeah, right.
For one crown, CD will get the dick print tattooed onto his back.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I might be able to be convinced to get. I might be able to be convinced to get a tattoo of something eventually, but definitely not that. Jeez. Oh, brother.
Actually, what tattoo? So you don't have any tattoos at all?
None.
Yeah, neither do I. Actually, Michelangelo, do you have tattoos?
No.
Well, okay, legitimate question. Like, if you could choose between any tattoo you could get, what would you get and why?
I haven't really decided on anything, but I kept telling a bunch of people I would get a series of small tattoos just of video game collectibles, just the ones that are meaningful to me.
Gotcha. Like, which ones? What are the ones that are meaningful? Actually, I'm kind of curious.
I might get a proof of something from one of the 3 proofs, or the Promise Charm from Kingdom Hearts 2, Golden Spatula from Battle for Bikini Bottom. A token from maybe a different game. I don't really know which token. But I mean, because I like BFBB speedruns. I follow Shift very closely, and he's really good at the game. It's really cool. Stuff like that.
That's fair. What about you, Michelangelo? What would you get if you can choose a tattoo?
When I was like a lot younger, like teenager, the only tattoo I wanted was like a Pepsi logo on my shoulder, but I'm glad I didn't ever do that. So that would have been a dumb tattoo.
You wanted to get the full CM Punk?
Well, it was before CM Punk like had the Pepsi tattoo. I think maybe he came on at the time I got the idea, but I got it because I don't know if he got it for the same reason, but I was like a big soda drinker, and that's my reasoning I was gonna get it.
Oh, okay. Do you remember? Do you remember when The Rock did like the promo on CM Punk about getting a tattoo of like a bunch of candy bars? He's like, get yourself a tattoo of a big old Skittle or an M&M or something. He's naming off a bunch of candy bars, and he goes, oh, but whatever you do, you can't get a tattoo of a Snickers because unlike you, Snickers have nuts. And it's like, oh!
I don't think I remember that, but that I did watch when that feud was going on.
Oh, that was a great
I've never
feud.
even watched wrestling. I've never watched wrestling once in my life.
All right, gotcha. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You were gonna. It looked like you were gonna say something, Gutsu, right before I cut you off.
No. I was just saying I never watched wrestling. That was basically what I was gonna say because I've never even watched a single actual fucking minute of wrestling. I have no idea like where I should jump in, if I should start like at the beginning or just like jumping at a random event going on and just go from there. I have no idea how to follow it.
You might shoot. If you have a Peacock subscription, I'd say check out Monday Night War. The Monday Night War series is all about the Attitude Era of WWE between like the ratings war between WWE and WCW. Because there was a lot of really funny moments between that with all the guys that everybody still loves. And then when you've got that, you can find somebody that you really like and watch some history about that wrestler. And when you're caught up with that, I would say try to like jump in at the next big event. And if you like that, then like start watching Raw and SmackDown.
Gotcha. All right.
Or if you want to watch AEW, that's your choice. I don't watch AEW. I think that shoot. I might start trying to watch AEW at some stage because I think Daniel Bryan's getting at the end of his career and I kind of miss the guy. I got to meet the Hardy Boys like a few weeks ago. So that was really cool.
Was that the convention you went to actually?
Yeah, Nickel City. Yeah. So I had already met Matt Hardy before. I didn't get to meet Jeff though. And it was funny because I was telling everybody that like at the end of day one of the convention, I was getting ready to leave. Like I was leaving the dock because I was an exhibitor. So I was walking through the dock. I was putting stuff in my car, and like I walked right past Jeff Hardy. Like he comes out like the back door, and we just kind of look at each other. I'm like, just kind of like nod, like, hey, what's up? Like kind of like, hey, we're just having like a chill moment, like don't bother each other kind of thing. And then like I start my car, and I'm like, wait. Like the realization finally sets in, and then I drive past him and I see the neck tattoos, and I'm like, God damn, I just walked past Jeff Hardy. What the hell's the matter with me? So that was really funny. But I got in line later and I got to talk to them, which was really cool. They think they're gonna have one more WWE run in them before they retire.
And they're just gonna retire.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about Batgirl saying that Jeff Hardy is scary?
I must have missed that. I don't know why she thinks that.
she said it a couple of times on Cafe because they've been talking about her doing Jeff Hardy face paint. She's like, "Oh, that dude's scary." I'm like,
yeah,
he's not scary. He's not scary at all.
Well, the way he was doing the face paint was kind of weird too, because he had kind of like he had the glazed eyes too. It's the glazed eyes that kind of did it.
Well, he has like he paints eyes on the outside of his eyelids.
Yeah, that too. So that's I don't know. I'm not scared by it, but I can see why that would give somebody nightmares.
Yeah.
Superhill, who's my favorite wrestler? It's John Cena. I know that's a common I know that's a common response, but it's John Cena. I'm gonna be really sad when he's all done at the end of this year. It's his retirement tour, so it's really sad and upsetting. But he's at the end of his ride. But
is he doing like a villain arc right now?
Yeah, which is really interesting. Because like he people wanted him to do that for years, and now that he's like on his way out. But a close second, my guy in NXT was Adrian Neville. And when he left, it was Sami Zayn. So my two top guys in NXT were Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. So I'm waiting for Sami Zayn to finally get that push, man. Because like they keep booking him all wrong. It makes me sad. He was the guy in NXT, man. Makes me sad.
Emotional damage.
Basically, yes. Thank you. All right. So, you know what? Here, I'm gonna look for a few tech related things to talk about. I don't know if we're gonna get an extension today. And you know what? If more time to sleep, that's fine with me. I won't complain. Otherwise, I also wouldn't complain about spending more time with the rest of you. So that's fine and all. After a few more things, though, I might let the both of you go, and I might just try to tackle this solo, or make some room for a couple other folks if anybody has any thoughts about anything. So let me see if I can do a quick hits of what's new in tech stuff. Where is the... Shoot, this used to have like a highlight stuff. I could click the news button and it would give me... Oh, maybe because I'm doubling up on the word news. That's probably not how this works.
And when you guys like talk about wrestlers, like the way you have so much like hype about them and love, that's how I feel about some game developers personally. Myself, like Hideo Kojima. Whenever dude, Death Stranding 2. It's legitimately the only game that's made me say I want to buy a PS5 just so I can play it. I can play it right now.
Do you think like Death Stranding is actually a fun game? Because I have a lot of mixed opinions on. I hear a lot of mixed opinions on it.
I played the PC port, like the director's cut. I thought it was fun. I just loved the world. It just enticed me, and I got really enveloped in it because I don't know, just like I know it's basically post-apocalyptic mailman simulator. That's all it is, and I'm okay with that. I had fun. And especially with like challenging, trying to make sure you balance everything correctly, because you know if you knock down those packages and they fall down that mound, you ain't getting them back.
Right.
But I think it's good.
Why can't I find the highlights like I usually look? This is weird. I'm used to kind of getting like a Google like list of stuff.
Gotcha.
Shoot, hold on. My laptop can tell me this. Let me see how I was searching this on my laptop, and then I can search this the same way.
Fair enough.
Benefits of having this right next to me.
Let's see. I also am a big fan of Matsuhiro Sakurai. The creator of Super Smash Bros. I loved his little YouTube miniseries that he was doing for a good while.
That was cool, wasn't it? Like
it was so neat.
It's really neat to hear to have like professional insight from somebody that really actually cares about making good games.
Yeah. Booler said something fucking awesome.
Wait, what?
Hideo Kojima makes wetsuit come.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, can you confirm or deny?
I'm just saying, if you see a wet stain at the end of the night when I get up, you know why.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. This is the. Excuse me. This is the. This is from the Atlantic. Do I have to? Yeah, I have to subscribe to read this, so that's not going to happen. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. This is interesting. Okay. Oh, this is dumb in the greatest way. All right, so player faith in technology shaken by storm around AI line calling at Wimbledon. Freaking what? Why are we using AI to call the line at a tennis game? Like the biggest tennis game ever. Why? All right, so last year, apparently, Wimbledon organizers announced that the electronic line calling would replace line judges for the first time at championships this year. So I missed this because I just largely don't care about sports. But, even I can tell that this is stupid. Some people would take issue with the more sterile landscape on court and the lack of human touch, while the cull of around 300 linesmen and women will also surely be a sore point. So this is dumb. Well, so why? So they probably did this so that they could lay off 300 people, but electronic line calling (ELC) uses automated ball tracking technology. Has, after all, long been used in professional tennis tournaments, starting with the next gen ATP finals in 2018. All right, so if that's the case, then why is this a problem now? It's been 4 years since the Australian Open became the first Grand Slam to utilize the technology, and this year, for the first time, the men's tour, the ATP is using ELC at all of its events. Okay.
That could be the reason.
Instead of this year offering Wimbledon to step in the future, the All England Lawn Tennis Club spent the first 8 days of the tournament defending its implementation of the tech, which is enhanced by artificial intelligence. Okay. Most significant blows or parting shots from deck. I want to get to like what this actually means for the game. Yeah, go ahead.
So, like personally, I'm not a fan of actually implementing AI into nearly our entire lives, or into our entire livelihood. It doesn't make sense for us to do it. Like I feel like as we continue to further and further implement AI, we start relying on it so much that we don't think for ourselves as much.
Right.
And I think that's a very big concern. Like, because there's literally an entire book series about that. If you ever read Dune, and like read what happens before the book even starts, it's literally the entire concept is basically that humanity started relying on machines so much that a faction decided to start using them to go against war and fight off humans. And that's the reason why there's no computers or anything in the Dune universe. And I feel like we're kind of starting to see like, I don't know, I know that's a kind of weird correlation, but I'm starting to see certain effects to that and how it's being applied in our current world right now. Because we're relying on AI more and more consistently, but AI isn't that smart.
Right.
It's pretty dumb, and it makes mistakes as we're seeing right now in just a simple little sports game, and especially the biggest one in the entire world.
Right. And
like, that's huge.
And here's the part that grabs my attention, right? So this isn't particularly new in tennis, apparently. ELC's been a thing for a little while. And the players say that the reaction to ELC's implementation has largely been positive, and a lot of players saying that it has greater accuracy compared to humans. But there's been a large amount of dramatic moments out on the court that are leaving a lot of the players frustrated, and it's making the faith in that technology diminish, which I don't know if is a bad thing. I think so. Here's my take, right? I don't think AI assistance is awful. I think that as long as there's a human element doing the bulk of the work, I think it's somewhat okay to get assisted by AI. Especially if you kind of like get a point to like, I'm a little stuck and I could use like a creative something to give me like an extra creative hand or help or edge. I don't think AI assisted is bad, and there's AI that's getting put into like TVs now for AI upscaling, which is like a good thing to have. But I don't know if I think this is a good decision just to put this stuff in favor of just the human element, just replacing the human element entirely.
I just don't think I think long term it's gonna cause us a lot more issues, and I think it already is starting to, because people are starting to rely on ChatGPT versus using their actual to use actual thinking.
Yeah.
When it comes to any form of problem solving. Like whatsoever. Like ChatGPT should be used as a last resort. If you you've done your work, you can't figure out what's going on, you have no choice, and you're just like, okay, I can't figure out. I'm not getting responses or answers from anyone else who I know. I use this program because it's
otherwise it's great for programming if like you don't know what you're doing. It's really fun to let ChatGPT do the heavy lifting on a lot of coding stuff, but like even I had moments at work when I was trying to just telling it to get me how to fix something in Power in Power Apps. I was trying to develop something in Power Apps. And I'm like, how do I do this? And it goes, do this, 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 and this. I go, that didn't work. It's like, try this, this, and this. I'm like, still didn't work. And I'm sitting there arguing with it for 2 hours. Like, it should be this. And, and it starts telling me the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, you are not helping me anymore. Like, this is like, I don't want to have this discussion anymore. Right?
It gets frustrating.
Right. Very much so. All right. So a lot of this stuff is AI based. I know AI is the big thing, but I get really tired of talking about a lot of this.
Same.
Let's see.
I don't get I don't really get why we're pushing AI so hard. We don't even have the power infrastructure to actually be able to implement AI like we want to. Because first of all, the fact is that most countries don't use nuclear energy. We're mostly relying on, what is it? Still oil and coal. Am I correct on remembering this? Like, we don't have a clean energy solution. So by basically using AI, which takes a lot of databases, a lot of power, and a lot of energy, we're seeing basically just I just see in the long term we're going to see more pollution is obviously going to skyrocket more than it already has. And it's going to cause just significant more issues for our world, because just extreme focus. What we need to do is we need to set up specifically on switching over to nuclear power before we even do anything with AI whatsoever. We just don't have the resources to fully implement it on the scale they want to, but they keep on pushing it because it makes money and it gets investors to invest in it. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah, you know, I never stopped to think about that, and you raised some interesting points. I didn't really stop to think about whether or not that's going to increase the amount of like fossil fuels that we're using. Because like I want to believe that clean energy is still going to be advancing fast enough to not make that a relevant point, right? That we're nuclear and hydrogen and cold fusion and whatever, right? I don't know enough about the power industry. I don't know. What do you think, Michelangelo? You got any thoughts rattling around about that?
No, I was busy dissociating.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what.
At least you answered honestly.
No. And I appreciate it. I'll tell you what, Michelangelo, how about I let you go for now, okay?
Instant transmission.
He let himself go. All right. Thanks, brother.
That's wonderful.
Cool. So, maybe I should shut off the AI Beans chat you have. You don't know me. Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. In other news, let's touch on this. I got a few other things. So, bad day for Elon Musk, it looks like. So where's my, oh, right. I'm over here. It is an unfortunate reality that Grok has apparently praised Hitler and has shared an anti-Semitic trope in new posts. Okay.
Oh my God.
So,
it literally went back to it's literally like the AI from 2016 back on Twitter.
Yeah.
If we went full circle again. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's hilarious though.
This is kind of funny and sad all at the same time. Grok has been facing backlash on Tuesday for repeated use of an anti-Semitic phrase in other offensive posts and replies on X. So, like, why is this always happening when I'm not looking? Because like every time I see like Grok being used on Twitter, it's largely being responsible, right? And usually giving people good information. It usually being a very responsible and very trustworthy bot to use or AI to use. So Elon Musk. So again, this is the Musk's AI platform. He's recently expressed frustration with Grok's way of answering questions as far back as in June, and he said he would retrain the AI platform. I don't think it's going as well as he wants it to. Now here's the thing. I'm not gonna dig too deep into this because I want to know what went wrong and what it's doing and what he's gonna do about it. But like, I'm also not going to kind of like dump on the guy because I don't understand how any of this works, right? There's probably a large team of people he has there that are actively trying to fix what Grok is doing. And sometimes this stuff's hit or miss. So what happened was that there are multiple X users that shared post Tuesday of Grok using the phrase every damn time in its replies. A phrase that in response to Jewish surnames has been seen as an anti-Semitic meme. Okay. So
I think I might know maybe a possible reason why Grok is doing this. I think it's very similar to the Tay situation because I'm guessing that maybe Grok also learns based off how people ask it specific questions, and it gathers up information for that. So what happened with Tay? Well, you know the story of Tay, right?
Remind me.
So Tay was an AI robot that was basically released on Twitter by Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was basically the idea of it. It was supposed to be an AI bot that people would post information to, and we would teach it new things. It was basically a way to figure out like a learning algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
What happened though is that 4chan got figured out about it and was like, oh, let's fuck with it as hard as possible. So basically, it started going from like this nice, sweet little like AI bot to basically praising Hitler, saying let's build the wall, saying all this hateful, awful shit, like asking saying if the Holocaust was that thing was good. Yeah, it was just an entire mess. Like it was so bad that Microsoft had to shut it down within a day.
Yeah, it sucks when that happens. Microsoft isn't new to dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not.
Like look as far back as like the incident when they were trying to demo the Xbox and it didn't turn on. So they've
Oh, that's the original Xbox, the one where it was like an actual like Silver X.
Yes. Go watch the Xbox documentary on YouTube. It's a 6-part documentary. It's really fun. It's a really cool
I
documentary.
actually have.
Oh,
It's good. Yeah, it was good. That's how I learned about it.
I'm telling everybody else, it's a great documentary. It gives a lot of really interesting insight to how two teams were actually trying to fight to make a video game console and how they pitched it to Bill Gates. It was really cool. Grok's replies have also been featuring violent depictions of sexual assault, as well as praise for Nick Fuentes and Adolf Hitler more than once. Grok acknowledged the backlash in response from their user. Truth seeking means owning slip-ups, it said, referring to criticism of its inconsistent responses, not the offensive content itself. Okay, well, the ADL said that Grok is irresponsible, dangerous, and anti-Semitic, plain and simple. Okay, so there's a lot of things here. I think that OpenAI is anti-Semitic and therefore Grok is anti-Semitic by proxy? No. I don't think AI works that way. I think AI is influenced by everybody that makes use of it. So there could be a number of reasons why this is happening, and it's really unfortunate, and it's really untimely and unsightly. It already drew criticism in May after it placed comments about white genocide in South Africa. Yikes. So Musk has a proposal for a rewrite, perpetuating an anti-Semitic trope early this month, saying that Jewish people dominate leadership in Hollywood studios. Okay, this is a lot. I think I might be diving into territory I don't really think I want to talk about much further. Just know that Grok is kind of a mess right now, and your mileage may vary if you try to invoke it. So I don't know. Just always internet responsibly, everybody. So there's that. Taishi is asking, what are my thoughts on Bigfoot's comments about things as my ability to read social cues? Does that not feel like inappropriate comments when he leaves out why this may be? Am I super offended by his comments? No. I hear comments like that from a lot of people that don't know what it's like to be autistic. And the comments like that kind of hearing comments like that from other people that don't quite get it kind of drive me to improve. They kind of drive me to change up how I react and engage with other people. That said, the things that he was talking about with my inability to read social cues, they were pointed to how I was interacting with Beans on the stream. Listen, there's a lot of things you guys don't know. Okay, let's put it that way. And what I want to say specifically about it is that if I were to really give you a deep dive into the things you don't know, I would be breaking the kayfabe. And if I did that, that wouldn't be fun for anybody. So let's maybe leave it as the way I conducted myself. There were reasons to why I conducted myself in the way that I did. Can we leave it at that? Do we think it's going to be fun for everybody if we leave it at that? Now, if you're going to push me and you're going to need massive amounts of money for me to explain it, maybe I will if I'm not breaking NDA. But otherwise, let's say it's probably more fun for you guys to think about why I was acting the way I was. So let's say that much. I'm not mad at Ken. Ken's got his own feelings, and again, like I said, hearing people that don't have autism criticize me for how I interact with the world kind of drives me to do it better. I don't. Sometimes when you have a high functioning form of autism, you'll do one of two things. You'll either want to embrace your differences or you'll just want to blend in. And I've worked very hard to just try to blend in. I've worked very hard at trying just to blend in. I put a lot of effort into doing that. There's a lot of things I could explain to you guys, but I don't think that's a fun conversation for anybody to have. And I don't know how much I want to unpack about this. Just know that I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this anymore.
Dude, it's good. Like, if you don't feel like talking about it, man, don't talk about it. Like,
yeah, I don't.
There's certain limits to what you can feel comfortable talking about. If that's one of those sensitive areas, don't do it, man.
Yeah,
no.
It's not like it's not like this is a super painful point for me, but there's only so much I want to pull back the curtain because, like, and sometimes it's good to talk about this, but I don't want to use Chad as a therapist either. I'll go unpack my boxes like in front of somebody that has a degree, right? So
that's fair. I definitely know that. I agree with that.
I don't want to ruin the fun for anybody else here, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. Just know that I put effort into making sure that I'm able to conduct myself at like a decent level for everybody's benefit. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at the chat for a second. How I responded in that moment wasn't funny either, though, and honestly, people would have dogpiled you for talking back. Insults with no punchline aren't funny. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about it. I appreciate that you guys want my point of view, but I don't really have a strong opinion either way about it. So please, if there's anything you guys are going to take away about the things said about me in the past 24 hours, whether it was by Beans, whether it was about Ken, or either whether or not Boogie or KEEMSTAR decide to say anything about me, just know that I'm asking you guys, please, not to give them any crap about it. Really, honest and truly, I don't want them. Don't turn this into a crusade. It doesn't need to be that. So don't, like, this is supposed to be fun, right? So I don't harbor any ill will to any of those guys. They're welcome to think whatever they want about me. I don't care. Like, if I cared about what every Dick or Tom thought about me, then I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't have a part in this universe. I wouldn't be able to present myself at any level of entertainment for the rest of you guys or for your benefit, right? So,
best piece of advice I always got told was opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Yeah, of course. All right, I want to go over one more thing that I have here, and then I'm going to talk, and then Gutsu, at that stage, I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to round out this show.
Gotcha.
This one last article caught my attention, and I'd like to know what it's about. And let's see. Processing our technological angst through humor. So this kind of reminds me of kind of like the Spider-Man gimmick, right? Where you process everything through quips and one-liners and humor. And now I'm not a guy that's very modeled after comics. Like, I didn't grow up with a lot of comics, but I did grow up with a lot of the heroes, and I'm very ingrained in nerd culture when it comes to stuff like Marvel and superheroes and stuff, and I love the stuff. I just don't read comic books that much. But that said, I get processing angst through humor. I do it all the time. It's the only way I can really break the ice on anything. So this article might not be anything. When Steve Jobs held a public demo in the Apple Macintosh, scripted jokes were part of the rollout. He pulled out the machine out of the bag, then using speech technology from Samsung, Macintosh made a quip about rival IBM's mainframes. Never trust a computer you can't lift. Okay. There's a reason for that. For the first few decades that computing became part of cultural, starting in 1950s, they seemed unfriendly, grim, liable to work against human interest. Take Space Odyssey. Hell turns against the expedition's astronauts. I'm sorry, guys. This article might just be a bomb. I'm trying to see if there was something of substance here, but there might not be. It just kind of caught my attention. Okay. Yeah, I think this one's a bomb, so I think I'm going to abort on it before it gets any worse. There are. Let's leave it at this. There are professors that are studying the comedy of computation. Here's the book's cover if you want to go find it. That sounds like it might be an interesting read. Okay. All right. I think that might be a show. Gutsu, you want to say anything else?
Just want to say, man. Honestly, I'm trying to make some growth after my my situation in the past. I really want to apologize to you again personally, man. I am so fucking sorry.
Hey, apology accepted, brother. I appreciate it. I think you're doing well for yourself, so keep it up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. I hope you take care of yourself. By the way, congratulations on your success, man. Seriously.
Oh,
fucking
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll link up and play some games sometime.
I'm down.
Right on. Cool.
Take care of yourself, bro.
Hey, you too. Okay, so I'm going to briefly switch this over to single cam, and let's have... Whoop, that shouldn't be there. All right, well, let's just put that up there. All right, let's have a quick chat. So I just want to catch up on some of the last comments that were made here. Let's see. Alyssa, thank you. I appreciate that. Respectful. Don't feel too much pressure to push myself. I right now I'm not. And I'm getting coached by a number of people here too. Like I talked to Billy a decent amount, and Billy's saying kind of a lot of the same thing. The love and support that you guys give me keeps me going here, because I know that I'm not going to find a lot of it in this universe. So I really appreciate those of you that are willing to stick around and show me that. The live crowd is going to be a tough sell. But it's always really fun to kind of hang out with you guys and talk to you guys. And I want to keep making better shows and even doing more weekend streams, specifically because you guys are this cool, right? So honest and truly, thank you for that. He may be 6'4", but you're the bigger man. Oh, thank you, but we don't need to go that far. I don't take a lot of the stuff that's said about me to heart. Like at the end of the day, I know that some of the stuff that's aimed at me is like meaningful, and some of it's the content, right? And when it's the content, I can't let that stuff get to me. So thank you, Aura. I promise I'm not going to try to be anybody else other than me. What you guys, wherever I may or may not go from here forward, I'm still just going to be me at the end of the day. You might see a small, you might see my character, right? You might see my character evolve over time. Let's put it that way. When I got on the camera here, I was new, I was shy, I was reserved. Consider it how I've kind of opened up over my time here, and I'm just learning to have fun with everybody, learning when and where it's not so serious and where it doesn't need to be. Thank you to Gutsu for sticking by me for this today, because Sweet Tea wasn't feeling well, so she might be back tomorrow. Yeah, Aura, I'm happy to have you guys. Thank you for working on the docket with us. We're gonna try to get you into the Discord one of these days, Aura, and then we'll put you in touch with the rest of our docket team. We're so everybody's aware, because I understand that you guys are asking about it or making comments about it. I am in the process of basically rebuilding our docket team. We've transitioned to a docket chat inside the locale server, which is awesome. And I'm kind of talking to them about what I want our focus to be. I know that this show is weird for a lot of people because it's a lot of firing from the hip. It's very unstructured. It's not really goal driven, which doesn't really do itself any favors in the universe. And I have reached the point where I'm a little frustrated by it. And because I'm frustrated by it, I want to make changes. So I'm getting those guys together. I'm getting them kind of like up, I'm speaking to them about my long-term goals for the show, or what I'd like to see it become, and what that's going to turn into. What I want it to turn into is a show that is more segmented, regimented, not like completely firing from the hip, removing more dead air. You guys have a better idea of what you're going to get from the show day over day. So it's not just kind of like like a mystery box every time you go onto the stream, right? And I really also am going to welcome and want their help finding more goals to make, because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not good at that. I'm really bad at it. Oh, the number. Yeah. So, guys, the number on screen, I'll be talking about this for the rest of the month. So the number on screen is the contact number for a dating show called Updating. I have applied to the casting of this show, specifically for an August 6th show in Rochester, New York. And I am calling on your guys to help us, or to help me specifically, by texting this number and telling them that you want me for the August 6th show. So if you'd be so kind and you want to see me take another step in my dating or love life journey, and get asked heaps of inappropriate questions, please text this number. Tell them you want CD-Rom 1019 from Locale Tech Talk to be on the show on August 6th. And you can tell them that that I have already applied. Do I need to make another video? I should, yes. It says something like that in the form. I'm trying to remember exactly what it says. I'm probably going to go and apply again because I don't remember what the instructions said. So yes, I'm going to go do that. So so this will be a continuous thing across the rest of the month. It's not a bad idea, Aura. All right, we can talk about that. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. CD to Love Island. Oh no. That would not be good for anybody. I don't know if I want to be on reality trash TV, but I'm definitely not pretty enough to be anywhere near anything like that. Let's be real. Okay, am I missing anything yet? Or am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Okay. All right. I think that's everything for today. We did not receive anything to extend the stream. Hey, that's cool. I have to I have to figure out the better ways to do this, but I'll be talking with the docket team. Anybody who has any interest in being a part of the docket team can let me know as well. You must be in the Discord. So if you're not and you want to be, just cash cow or higher will get you into the Discord, and it'll also get you into the Tech Talk VC, which will be great because we'd like to plan to do a karaoke night soon. I think I'm going to be doing the E-Thought stream next week too, next Saturday, the 19th. So that'll be fun. I'll find like the shortest shorts I can wear and the tightest top I can put on, and get some LED lights and sit on my couch and just bitch at you guys for not donating more money for a couple hours. So that'll be funny. And I will schedule more Kingdom Hearts 2 runs because I think you guys liked seeing that. And I'm my working plans to be here at Camp Keem through to Sunday morning. So we'll do that. I think that is about it. Am I forgetting anything? Am I moving into Keem's house to be his protege? No, I have my own house to take care of, but if Keem would have me, I am totally down to come up here a lot more often and just kind of learn from him, or just do a bunch of stupid in real life stuff. So we'll talk. You guys might see a lot more of me. Who knows? All right, that's about it. I'm gonna reiterate, guys. Just be cool. All right. I really appreciate how cool you have been to me. But the last thing I want at all is to start a crusade inside of the LCU. So look, if I'm going to tell you I'm not bothered, I'm not bothered. Don't make it everybody else's problem. Let's just, let's not play this game. There will very likely come a time in a day where somebody says something to me in the LCU that's heinous that I need to respond to. But that day is not today. Okay? So I know that there are a number of you that are asking Beans questions and Ken questions specifically about me. Thanks, but you don't need to do that. Just be chill. If you're going to hang out with them, go send them some love. Support the shows. Just have fun with everybody. All right. That's it for me for today. Sweet Tea, I think, will hopefully be feeling better tomorrow, and we might make a better attempt for a 4-hour show. That's it. Until then, the sun's probably up, and it's time for me to set. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye. Wherever the hell you are on Earth, make it a freaking good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.